Hi everyone, it's Annie from Now There's a Crafty Idea, and I'm back with the next part in our Lazy Sunday journal, which I think we've got quite a lot of ephemera done. I've sewn around all the tags and the journaling cards, just because, like I said, I didn't want to do that on camera, and I've just done zigzag and straight stitch, and I've just alternated so that it gives it a little bit of a pattern. And I used one of the scrapbook papers that we had left over from making the journal cover and journal middle to make just a couple of tags, and I think I'm just going to leave these ones plain because I like the paper, but also I think it's nice to have something that whoever gets the journal can decorate themselves. And I've done our pockets and tags. With the tags I just zigzagged around them because I just wanted the consistency with the tags. And then we made this pocket on a different video, and I've just zigzagged around that so it's got a few tucks, and I will do a video on how I make those. And then again the rest of the journaling cards, and of course our pockets. I didn't actually sew these before I decorated them, which I should have done, but it doesn't matter, it's not that bad. But good news, I have done the cover. I didn't do it on camera, and there's a reason for that, because I have slow stitched it. So I've made, it's a bit of a shabby chic type of cover. I'm just going to move these out of the way so you can see it all properly. And not only did I do the cover, but I also did a snippet roll, which I've cut up to do the top of the fabric flip, which we're going to pop in, and a belly band, which is going to go in, and then this piece which was left, which I'll probably use as a pocket. I was going to use it as a pocket on the front of the cover, but to be fair, it's just not deep enough for here, and I didn't want to put extra card on top of the fabric. So I'm going to show you this this cover fully opened. So all I did, I was very inspired by Rachel on Roxy Creations, who was inspired by now let me think, Anne. I'll pop links down below to the two channels that inspired me. I think it's called, the series is called Sofa Sanity or something like that. But all I've done is I've just used a variety of different fabrics for the underneath, and then added on doilies, and there's a lace collar and flowers and bits of lace, and then I've just sewn into it. I've embroidered, and all this is embroidered, and then I've put beads on, and these are Tim Holtz metal lock and key, and the collar actually had these diamantes already in, which was great. And then I've just created a couple of flowers and some ruffles, and I just really did a little bit of everything, and I've sewn everything on by hand. The whole thing was done by hand. And then I need to snip that off, and then I got some nice dotty hessian. It's like a very heavy cotton fabric, and I put that on the inside. And just looking through, instead of using an envelope to give some structure, I glued together a few different encyclopedia pages, and as you can see, it's that you can actually see some of the writing through the fabric, which is a really happy accident. I'm really pleased with that. It looks great, and something that I'm going to do again in the future, because I do like the encyclopedia pages. So yeah, that's really nice. So that's me cover, and I've really enjoyed doing it. I'll try and give you a close-up now. Bear with me because the camera's terrible. So this is all the hand stitching I've done. I've added on flowers, I've done some little Durham roses, I've got little bits of doily on, and then I've put like little bits of metal bead bits and things, and then on the back a little bunch of fabric flowers, and this is just a piece of cheesecloth made into a flower, and then a lovely piece of tea dyed pink lace, and I just did like a little flower embroidery on there, and then little bits of metal embellishments and a little bow with a nice green bead in the middle. And this is all just little dots and beads and things, and I've hand stitched all of it. But then I'll just focus us back in. When it came to making the cover itself, I did machine sew it, just to give it like, to make sure that it's really sturdy, which is great, and I've really enjoyed making it. And again with these, I just did exactly the same thing. I made this piece first, and this is what inspired the actual cover, because I was following Rachel at Roxy Creations making hers, and I got completely carried away, and I ended up making this lovely long snippet roll, and then thought, well, I have to use that. And I thought the Lazy Sunday journal is probably a great way to use it, because sewing, especially embroidery work and this kind of work, is something that I like to do on my days off, and when I'm doing you know, when I'm just sitting on a night, if I'm watching the telly, or you know, if I'm sitting in the garden and the sun's out. I can't sit still without something to do. I can't, you know, even when I'm watching the telly, I have to have something to do. So this is my kind of lazy craft that I do. So I thought it'll be perfect for the Lazy Sunday journal. So that's what we've got so far, which I'm really pleased with. So today I want to get the journal inside. Oh, it's going to be so great, and it feels great. The texture on this thing is just, I can't stop. Oh, it's amazing. It's just wonderful. And it's got that, can you hear that? That slight crinkle of book page as well. Oh, I'm so pleased with how it turned out. Again, you're not getting this one, guys. Like, I don't want to say that every time, but this one's precious. It really is. Oh, look at my little, I don't know if you can see that, the spider's web that I did. Oh, I love it. I absolutely adore it. It's great. So yeah, I mean, I've been doing this kind of thing. I've never done it on such a big scale as this. I just do little snippets of it here and there, and I don't know. I don't know why I've never thought about doing a journal cover this way, but yes, I've been inspired by Roxy, and I can't remember her name. Thank you very much for inspiring me to do this. Right, so let's get on. We'll get this sewn in, because I want to get started decorating it, because I'm impatient now to enjoy this journal. So let's get our clamps put on. Sorry, I'm not in camera. And I am just going to try and keep everything, because this is quite a soft cover. It's it doesn't have the amount of structure that I usually use in my covers, but that's, you know, because of the nature of it. It's got enough structure that it's going to hold together when you're journaling in it. I'm just going to make sure I've got these in the right place before I close it. Right, let's see. Does that look about right? Everything looks about right. Okay, let's get these closed. Okay. Now then, we need our sticky pokey book, and I wonder if this one will fit this. Oh, perfect. Now what I'm using here, this is a template, just so I know where to put the holes for me sewing. Now you can measure these out, you can freehand it, you don't have to use a template if you don't want to. The reason I do is because I want to have the equal distance on the pages from where I'm putting the thread, and this way I know that I'm getting it all equal. So I'm just going to make sure I've got it right. There we go. Where's the pokey tool? Now this one's going to be a bit more difficult, because obviously it is fabric on the outside of the journal, so I'm going to make really good hole so that I can hopefully find the hole when I'm sewing. Okay, so that's our holes made. Yeah, I've got no chance of finding them. I'm going to have to use my pokey tool to guide me, but that's fine. I'll show you how I do that when I'm making something that doesn't show through. So let's get some thread. So I've got this dark thread, and I've got this honey thread. I think the honey thread. Do you think the honey thread? Let's have a look at it on the pages. No, I'm not sure. Let's have a look at the kit. I'm going to go with the honey one, just because I think that dark thread is just a little bit too dark. These accents I want to stay accents. I don't want to add any more to them. So we'll pull out 1, 2, and I always give a bit. If you use too much thread, don't worry about it, because this stuff's handy for making little notebooks. So if you end up with a tail like that, don't throw it away, because you can use that to make a little notebook. So let's get me my needle, and let's get this baby sewn in. Okay, through the centre hole. I'm sure you've seen lots of journals sewn together, but I'm just going to, just in case we've got a newbie. So I've gone through the centre hole, and I'm going to leave a nice tail, and I'm going to keep a hold of this tail, and then I'm going to use my pokey tool to guide my needle through. Okay, let's see. Can we find it? Can we find it? This is the hard part. There we are, we've got it. Great. So let's pull that. Right, now pull this tight and hold it so that you're not going to cross thread when you go back through the middle. So back through the middle, try not to cross thread. There we go. It's just because when you come to pull it tight, if you've cross threaded, it's not going to pull tight, so you want to avoid that. So then back through this way, come on, there we go. Oh, you're a bit tight, you don't want to come through, do you? Give it a wiggle. Come on, that's it, gotcha. Right, now I'm going to cross the needle underneath this bottom one, and that brings it together in the middle. Now pull both tight, as tight as you can, without pulling your paper apart, and then just give it a nice knot, and another knot, just to make sure it's going nowhere. Right, and then I'm going to just tie this in a little bow, just so it's pretty, because why not? If it's going to be there, it might as well be pretty. And that's it. And let's see. Oh no, I'm going to see. Now I'm going to have to undo that, because that's not tight enough. Okay, this is easily done. We're just going to use our awl just to pull that knot out. There we go. And this happens, so don't panic about it. You can easily rectify it. You just pull your knots out. This is why you cross over, so your knot doesn't disappear. So we'll just pull that knot out. It will come out, folks, don't worry about it. There we go. Now let's give this a really good, now see, I think, no I haven't, I thought I'd cross threaded there. So I'm going to give this a really good tug. See if we've got that. See, that doesn't want to, I'm going to get rid of these. Because they might be stopping us from being able to get this really tight. Okay. Now, don't you just love it when things don't go to plan? But this is good because it's showing you what happens when they don't, and how to fix it. Now let's just check that again. Yeah, that's nice and tight. Okay, we're there. It was them clamps, it was just holding the paper just a little bit too far out there. Right, now in with our knots. Before I put a second knot in, I'm just going to check again. Yeah, that's nice and tight. Now we've got our second knot, and finally our little bow. There we go, disaster averted. Great. Right, let's just move all these bits out of the way, because we no longer need those. And I just want to make sure everything's put away, because I will lose everything. Get my clamps out of the way. Let's give this a quick flip through. Right, so we're not going to have a pocket in the middle, in the front, sorry. I know I normally do put pockets in the front and back, but oh, this is looking lovely, isn't it? Oh, I'm really pleased with that. These papers are just so gorgeous. Yeah. One thing I didn't do, which probably I should have, was to check the placement of all my pages, but I'd already done that previously, so I'm not that bothered. And I don't mind that the pages are a bit skewy. You know me, I like skewy, so there we go. Oh, that doesn't that writing paper just look lovely there, the Japanese paper? Yeah, I love the grunge next to the delicate. It's lovely, isn't it? We need to cut the end of that, and I want to put something over there so that you can't see the barcode. Yeah. Oh, yes, I'm loving this one. I'm loving it. Yeah, great. Okay, now we can get to decorating. So what have we got? We want to put those in. We want to put those in. What else do we have to pop in? They're all to go into pockets. That's a pocket. Right, so we've got those pockets there, and these, and that pocket there. Right, and we do have also, I have bought out one of my little fold away pages, and this one's an altered clip one. And if you've seen, if you've watched my channel before, you'll see these are just little things that I like to put in, and it's extra journaling space, but it's a secret journaling space. And I know a lot of people like me like secret journaling spots. So yeah, and that's going to hold in one of our envelopes. So around the bottom, sorry, around the top, and then pull this. Oh, excuse me 1 second, guys. My fingers are just not working today. There we go. So we've got that for our envelopes, and then I want to glue these in. Right, let's get started. And then we've got our fabric belly band and fabric tuck. So should we do those first? Now I think I want the fabric flip in the front. So let's see where we can put that. We could actually put that straight on that first page, couldn't we? I mean, it would look nice. It would cover up that white. That's a thought. That's a thought. Let's see. Because the rest of this coffee dye paper is great journaling space, and we are going to put our pockets in too. Maybe. No, you know what? I like it there. I'm going to pop it there. And then that just ties everything in, doesn't it? So let's get some of this glue on. I would use Fabri-Tac, but I've run out. And this stuff is really good. It's also fabric glue. So this is going to hold it on. I'm just going to make sure I put lots and lots on, because this is a heavy piece with all the embroidery and everything on it. So let's just get this on the page. Oh, that looks lovely. I like that. And I've used the same fabrics that I've used in the cover and the snippet roll. They've got bits embroidered over them, but you can see little bits of them striking through. So it's all these fabrics here are bits that I've used, and obviously I use that on the front cover as well. So that gives you the continuity. So let's go straight to the back and put our belly band in here. That's not the belly band. That's the belly band. I love this. I'm really pleased with it. I'm going to start some more and make some more, because I just love it, and it's such a lovely thing to sit and do. And I've got tons of these little bits and bobs that I've never really known what to do with, so now I know what to do with them. Make them into snippet rolls. I'm not on camera, sorry, I'm not on camera. There we go. Give that a nice press down. Then we'll just leave those to dry while we flip through and see what else we've got. So we've got these two, so I want one of these in the front and one of them in the back, but we'll put these a few pages in. Oh, I wonder, because they're both going to go the same way, because that's the way that I ended up cutting them. So we're going to have one going this way, which is going to be unusual, but still it's going to be good. I like it against the green, Yeah, I think we'll put them on this one. So let's get plenty of glue. Okay. And I'm going to hold these down a little bit longer than usual, just because they are a little bit bumpy. But that's fine, because that'll be sorted out with the book. Right, we don't want it too close to that spine. So I'm just going to hold this down for a little bit. So just to let the glue really get a hold. And then we know it's going to stay where it's put. I can't wait to get this finished, because I'm really enjoying making this one, and I've been trying to think of what different covers we can make, and I think next one I'm going to do a book cover. So I've got loads of book covers that from where I've gutted the books to use the paper. I've got some really nice ones, so I think I'm going to make one with that, which will be a big old boy, because they end up being at least 2 signatures big, which is great. Oh, and I managed to get, I'm just going to go and find the other side of that page. Where are we? There we are. I managed to get, and you'll not believe this, but you know the Ladybird books? Well, there was a series run, and it was like the seasons, and I had what to look for in summer, what to look for in autumn, what to look for in winter, but I didn't have the spring one. So, and I was like, obviously, you know, with quarantine, it's not like I can go out looking for it, but I have been looking for it for about 8 months. So finally I was sitting one night watching something on the telly, and my husband was messing about on the computer, and he says, "Isn't that book that you've been looking for?" And I was like, "What book?" And he went, "You know, the one out the series that you wanted." And I looked, and there it was. There was the book, What to Look For in Spring. So I've got the 4 seasons now. So I'm going to do a full tutorial, start to finish, on those journals. And there'll be a full set of seasonal journals. I was going to do them seasonally through the year, but you know what? I can't wait. And I've had a request to do a tutorial on the Ladybird journals. So I thought that'll just be perfect. So yeah, that's what we're going to do, guys. So let's see, what have we got left? We've got these 2 which we want to pop in. So let's see. So I've got them on that green. I want to try and keep this a bit balanced, because I tend to get a little bit all over the place sometimes. Just in case you hadn't noticed that, folks. You know what I'm like. So yeah, there we go. Let's just put this one in here. And this paper that I'm putting it on, this is the doily impression paper. It's watercolour paper, and because it's watercolour paper, it's made to pick up colours, pigment, moisture. So when you coffee dye it, it just picks up the most amazing colours, and I absolutely adore it. It's absolutely wonderful. So I've got a couple of books, but I don't think I've got much left in those books. It's a little bit more expensive than your printer paper, but if you watch out in the pound shop, sometimes they have it in. It's not as good quality, but you're only coffee dyeing it, so that would be the dollar stores in America, I think. But yeah, you can pick it up. Right, let's find the other side of that. That's there. This one I'm going to put on this side, because obviously it's going the same way, and it's not going to cover up too much of that doily, so let's do that. I love the little Tim Holtz people, aren't they lovely? I've got loads of old photographs that I've been meaning to scan digitally. I'm just haven't had much time to get round to it, but I was thinking, I wonder if when I've scanned them in, I can cut them out like I do with, like you've got the Tim Holtz ones, because 1, I'm running out of the Tim Holtz, and 2, everybody's got the same Tim Holtz. So I was thinking, you know, I wonder if I can scan them in and then cut the people out and have my own little people packs. People packs. Now there's a crafty idea, people packs. You may see that sooner or later on the Etsy store. There's a thought. Right, okay, so that's that one done. And then we've got these 2, so we'll use these to balance each other out. So let's see, where are we? So there's that one. give it a couple of pages. There's another piece of that watercolour paper, and then we're nearly in the centre of the book. Shall we do it there? I'll do it here. Right. Okay. And pop this one in, and we'll give it a little bit of a room on the page. Yeah, and when you do them in the oven, because I do a lot of my coffee down in the oven just because I don't have the patience to wait, and you pick up all these lovely patterns and patina off the iron trays that I use, because obviously tea and coffee is acidic, so I've got specific trays to use for my tea dyeing, and obviously when you've got that much acid going on all the time, you do get rust and little bits of crud. Let's give it a nice simple name, but that is fantastic because it gives you all those lovely, oh, that's going to sit perfect there, gives you all those lovely patinas like these. Right, now do we want to make this a tuck, or do we want to pop it in the middle and make it a pocket? Or do we just want to make it a top loading pocket? Well, that one's a top loading pocket, so if we kind of mirror in, let's make it a top loading pocket. So we're just going to put glue on 3 sides, and this was just made out of a piece of coffee dyed paper, and like I say, I will do a tutorial on how to do these. I've got my first, it will have been on yesterday, the first Tag Tuesday. I had so much fun making it. It was really great. And so Thursdays I'm thinking, well, if I'm going to do tags on Tuesdays, maybe I'll do Pocket Thursday, maybe, or just Tutorial Thursday, something like that, or Anything Goes Thursday. I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet, but yeah, I thought we'll do something like that anyway. Right, so that's that on. I love this little butterfly. Right, well, that's all of our bits of pockets, but I do have also these lovely envelopes that came with the kit, so why don't we get these and we'll find a place to put them. Just put that out the way, move that bit of thread. Let's get these folded. I'm going to use the rule just because I can't see from that side. Let's fold it one way first and then it'll fold it back on itself. Okay, there we go. Otherwise I can't see properly. There we go. I'm just going to do it this way, guys. I know you probably can't see exactly what I'm doing because of the camera angle, but really, so I'm just folding an envelope. It's now special. Right, there we go. So there's one envelope. Let's get our glue. I'm always worried I'm going to glue these shut by putting too much glue on them, and I guess that happens. Right, and then we need to give those a nice ink. Isn't that lovely? Right, we'll do the same with this one. I'm just going to try to see what I'm doing, and I can't see what I'm doing, so I printed these on like a cream card, and it's give them a lovely kind of vintagey look, and it's not very thick card, so it hasn't got the thickness to be easy to fold, and it hasn't got the thinness. It's just that awkward weight that, you know, it kind of pulls itself out of the way. Right, there we go. If you even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about today, honestly. I've got cabin fever. Oh, guess what? The lilac's out. So the cherry blossoms have just about gone. We had a lovely few days where the garden was covered with the lovely pink petals. It looked like confetti, and that's really strange because I have a church out the back of my house, and every year people think that the church, there's been lots of weddings because I think the church is covered in confetti. It's nice actually, the cherry blossom trees. So the cherry blossoms have just about gone, but the lilac is starting to flower, and that is right outside the door of my craft room. And it's absolutely beautiful, and the smell is amazing. Oh man, I'm just going to trim that a little bit because it's a little bit long on that side, thanks to my crappy folding. So yeah, I've been watching the bees have decided to give up on the apple blossom and the cherry blossom, and they're now buzzing all over the lilac trees. Man, I tell you, that must be some lovely honey that they produce with all those gorgeous flowers. You can buy the proper stuff, but it's expensive, so it's a nice treat sometimes. I tell you which one I love the most, the Highland honey. Oh, those Highland bees feeding on the heather. Oh, amazing. It's lovely stuff. Right. Okay, I need to trim this one too. Obviously my folding is pants, folks. Don't do as I do, do as I show. No, seriously, I'm absolutely terrible. Even when there's foolproof fold lines there, I'd still get it wrong. Yep. And the magpies have obviously, the chicks have obviously hatched, and they've stopped pulling the hanging flowers apart, but now they've been nicking all the bird seed out of the bird feeder. So it's just, the battle goes on. I'm sitting there just enjoying the show. I tell you, I get my popcorn out. My sister-in-law is now going mad because they keep on nicking the bird seed. Like, Diane, man, it's what they do, it's what they do. Right, I think we have these lovely little journaling cards, so why don't we pop a couple of those in those envelopes? So we've got those nice lovely ones. Let's see. That's the one I want to be seen. That's the one I want to, that one would be nice, wouldn't it? That one and that one, they would look nice in those lovely journaling cards. In the lovely pockets, I mean. Is there anything else we could pop in? We've got a couple of these left, and I think these would be nice little journaling spots, nice little tags. So why don't we pop one of those in each? And then we've still got a couple more of them left, because like I say, this kit, you get loads with it. So let's get these inked up. And then our pockets will be, you know, our envelope, sorry, will be full. I mean, you know, you can't put an envelope in a book without putting something in it. It's like giving somebody a purse with no money in it. It's bad karma. And she's twaddling again. Or as my mum used to say, you just open your mouth and let the wind blow your tongue about. She's not wrong, folks. I rang her the other day and we were talking about the quarantine and how she's doing, and she's like, do you know what, it's no good, it's absolutely no good. I'm like, why, what's the matter, Mum? Is there something you need? She says, I just can't do it. And I'm like, well, can't do what? And she says, I haven't been in trouble for ages. She says, I can't get into any trouble sitting in the house by myself. She says, this is no good. I says, I was going to grow all disgraceful. I was like, well, Mum, you're just going to have to suck it up and be a good girl for a while and stop getting yourself into trouble. I says, why don't you go on one of these chat things and you can cause trouble online. I call her and our friend the Tweedledum and Tweedledee, or the terrible twins, because they're always finding some trouble to get into. Right, let's pop these in here, and then they full. Oh, that just say fits. Oh, does it fit? Oh, don't not fit. I mean, I suppose I can just round that off just a little bit at the top, just because it's millimetres away from fitting. Yeah, that'll do. Right, let's get that inked. And you're not even going to know the difference. Where's my inker? There we go. Right, let's get that in. There we go. There's one filled. I'll just do the same with this one. As usual, I am freehanding this. Because why not? Right. That's the right way. Let's pop those in there. And then you've got two nice little hidden journaling cards in each one. So now I'm going to attach one with this, but I think I might just use the other one in a pocket somewhere. So let's see what we've got. Got nothing on that page. How about we pop that there? There we go. Yeah, I like that. I might change that ribbon because I'm not. It's a little bit too bulky. I might change the ribbon. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then let's see. So that's on the dotty page. Let's go find the dotty page. There's our dotty page. So I want that. I might have to find another and put another paper clip on there. Actually, I've got a paper clip here, so I'll just clip it on for now, and then we'll maybe alter a paper clip to go on there. So that's that done. So what I might do, because don't forget I've got this as well. I want to make it into a pocket, but I don't want to trim anything off. I don't have to trim it, and it won't be a very tall pocket, but it'll be enough just to pop in maybe as a journaling card. But I don't want it next to the white. I think it looks much better on the coffee dyed paper. So maybe I'll pop that there. So let's just measure it. About there, right. And as you can see, my stitching on the back isn't neat, not by any standard. It's not neat, but that's the fun of it, isn't it? Because you can always back it if you want, if you're going to use it to be shown. Let's get this on. And I'm just going to leave that sticking out because I want it to stick out. It's part of the overall piece. Oh, that's just so cute. I really love that. That is just so cute, with the little love hearts on. Oh, I'm loving this book already. Let's see, we're already, oh look at that, we're already becoming a chunky monkey. And look, I love the way that just sticks out. That's lovely. Right, now we do have these. And these I think are meant, when they come with the kit, and they're meant to be belly bands. But I was thinking, I wonder if we could make them on the pages we have nothing on. Let's see if we've got any pages with nothing on. This one. Maybe we could just make them side pockets. Because I really like them and I want to use them because, you know, they're just beautiful. And we've got 4. I don't think I'll use all 4. But I am going to use them just to make them into little side pockets. And I would normally cut a little notch out of here, but I don't want to do that, not this time, because I just think they look cute as they are. Let's see, which other one do we want to use? Well, we've got the books, so why don't we use this one? Because it's got a nice envelope and the flower. Right, we'll use this one. And that gives a little bit of variety throughout the book. Yeah, so Mum, if you're watching, behave yourself, girl. Stop trying to get into trouble. I tell you, it's like having a bloody an extra child some days. And Anne, you're old enough to know better. Oh my gosh. I hope I grow old disgracefully. I can't see me doing it any other way, to be honest with you people. it's just, it's not gonna, I'm never gonna be that graceful person. Never gonna happen. Yeah, I think I'll be the one getting in all the trouble. And my older sister, she's worse than me. So yeah, I'm usually the sensible one. Can you believe that? I says to her, we'll have to get ourselves 2 rocking chairs sitting on the porch, creating trouble and watching the world go by. And I says, we'll have stacks of newspapers everywhere and we'll grow old together with about 20,000 cats. My husband says, am I anywhere in this? I says, yeah, you'll be the gardener. Well, you've got to have a hunky gardener, haven't you? Yeah, I'm waffling again. Okay, right, there we go. I wonder if we could just use... No, it's not going to look good. Okay. Mine's already moving on to something else. Right, we've got our pockets and things in. Let's give this a bit of a flip through. Oh, got a little bit of paper there. So we've got our lovely fabric flip. Cool. Liking it, loving it. And then we've got lots of lovely journaling space in our first pocket. So let's get a journaling card. And oh yes, that reminds me, I need to put tabs on these journaling cards. So which one do we want to go in there? I haven't decorated them all up either. That one's already decorated and I think that one will look nice in there, so we'll use this one. So which tab are we going to use? Don't like the blue in that, too much pink in that. Turn that round that way. That green kind of echoes the green. Yeah, we'll use that one. Let's get this distressed. Right. Let's get some glue on there. There we go. You can put these on before you stitch round, but because I like to secure them with a lot of glue, I tend to not use them on my sewing machine because too much glue is not good for your sewing machine. So, and I think that they look nice just glued on afterwards. So there's that one. So we'll pop that in there like that. Ooh, and look, the tab's going to stick out a little bit. That's great. Love it. And there's our lovely envelope and our secret journaling spot. We could put something on this side, couldn't we? We could put one of our tags actually. If we put that on, and then how about we pop in, let's just get this one inked up. Because these lovely little journaling cards are just great. And why not use them? There we go. Oh, I like that. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Strawberry mousse. I still haven't made that yet. I'm going to have to do it. Okay, now we've got a little tuck spot. So, a nice little tag that can go in there. What we're going to put in with it? We've got our tags. Oh, nice skinny tag, because it is only a small. And then maybe a couple of tickets, because we've got plenty of tickets left. Let's see, where are the tickets? I'm saying we've got plenty of tickets left now. I bet you I can't find them. Right, let me just have a look, people. Aha, there we go. We've got those tickets there. They look nice, they look cute. And I will give them an ink. I bet you're thinking I forgot there. I did. But I remembered in time. Oh, I think it's the sunshine. I feel a bit more cheerful this week. I feel a bit more happy and a little lifted. I think it wasn't a great week last week and the week before, but this week I feel, I'll turn that one upside down so it's got a different colour. I feel a bit more uplifted, which is great. Right, that's that one. That. I think. Don't think I've got any journaling cards little enough. Oh, I found the rest of my tickets. Oh. Will that one be too big? No, actually it won't be, will it? Cool. And that matches the colours. Yeah, I like that. That's canny. Canny. Right. Let's see the rest of these journaling cards. We need to decorate these, don't we? Right. I'll leave them because they need decorating, but we will put journaling cards in there. And then we want a nice tag in there. Now I'm not going to bother decorating this tag because it's got the focal point there, and I like the rose there. And this is kind of sorry, I like the rose there. This is kind of a label area here, so I'm going to leave that like that and just pop that in. Maybe I might just pop in the other one of these. Because you've got the kit, why not use it? And these are all lovely little journaling spots. So you've got plenty of journaling space. So just leave that there like that. And that needs something to, let's see. I've got this one. Oh, it's a bit too samey. How about we use one of the... These I think are either pockets or you could use them as bookmarks, so I'm going to put this in. It's going to be a long journaling card bookmark type thing, and then that'll just take up that lovely room, and it hopefully add a little bit of extra something to that pocket, because I think you can't just leave two things in. You need to, I don't know, I've got to think about odd numbers. Sometimes I think even numbers are just, yeah, I like that. That's perfect. Lovely. And that's all gorgeous together. And there's that lovely stationery, the Japanese stationery. I just absolutely adore it. This will need a, well, I wonder if we could get away with a, because it's nice and shallow, so that'll fit in there, that'll fit in there, and we could put a couple of tags in, couldn't we? Tickets even. Let's see, do we have, that's a nice one. I like that. It needs something big to go behind it, but for now we'll leave it as that, because I do like that, the way that sits nice and low in the pocket. So there we go. Okay. And then that's all lovely, and we can get it all done. There we go. I love that little alarm clock. Not that you need an alarm clock on a lazy Sunday. I guess you get to see yourself winding the hours away. Right, there we go. So that's that one. I'm going to put something big in the back of that, but I need to decorate those big journaling cards first. Nice doily. And there's that lovely paper in the centre. I love that. I'm going to have to try and find out if I can get some more of that paper. It's gorgeous. And then this one is a multi-pocket. So let's see. We need a tag to go in the top. And that one doesn't need decorating, but that's a bit too big. This one, well, you've got your ticket there, and then you've got your flower there. I think maybe, let me just see, butterflies. Let's see if we've got a butterfly. I think if we just put a butterfly here, it'll look like the butterfly has landed on the flower. Let's see. Butterflies. Flutterbies, butterflies. Don't like the colours on that. I don't think it would match. Got lots of little bits and pieces in these. Oh, what are you? Yeah, I like that one. We'll go with you. Come on, you've got a new home, little flutterby. Let's get you inked up. I love butterflies. I couldn't say butterfly when I was a kid, so I used to call them flutterbies. It just stuck. Flutterby. I don't know why I could say flutterby and not butterfly. Guess it's just one of them things. And then that's just going to look like it's just sitting on that lovely rose. There we go. Cool. I think I'll leave that lace sticking out a little bit. Right, let's have a look at our lovely journaling cards. I think we'll have that one. That's the last one of them. And we do have some of those little square ones. Maybe we could put in that one's nice, but that one's got the antiques at the top. I'll use that one because then you'll be able to see it. And then I kind of like that one because there's books. I don't want books again. Oh no, how about that one? Books, letter. Books, tea, books, letter. Right, okay. We'll just use this one. Okie dokie. Such a gorgeous kit. I'm gonna have to make, I think I'll make myself a journal with this kit as well, because I just absolutely, it's so me, lazy Sundays. And you know, it's all my favourite things. Tea, books, time, candles. That's me. That's my perfect day. Talking about books, I've just picked up a new series, and it's it's called, wait a second, I'll find it. I'm just gonna have a quick look at my phone. I listen to audiobooks, and it's called, sorry, I'll find it, one second, library. The Night Raven by Sarah Painter, and it's really quite good. It's a bit like magic-y, because I love magic-y stuff, you know, I'm well into Harry Potter. But you're not staying down, let's use a bit of this glue. So it's a little bit of a grown-up version, you know, of a magical world, and it's this young girl who is a detective, a private eye, and she's trying to sort out a case, and it's just really, really good. And I'm on to the next one now in the series, and so I highly recommend that, folks, if you're looking for something to read. I need something else in there. It needs something not from the kit. I'm going to have a look through my ephemera box. I'll come back to that. Something it looks good. I'm liking it. It just needs a little something extra. I'll have to play with that. So yeah, and it's quite a fun read. Again, I'll have to wait till I've done that. Right, let's just cut the bottom of this and then we can use it. There we are. Maybe no, that's too big. Okay, again, we'll look through our ephemera and see what we can come up with. But yeah, it's such a nice series. That one maybe needs a tag and something in there. So let's see, we've used butterflies, let's use something else. Let's have a look for a tag first. I think we've used the people. We've used the people. I want I wonder if we could use one of these. Yeah, I like that, so we'll use that. And I just want a little, let's see if we've got a little flower. Just needs a little something in there. Something little though. How about instead of a flower, let's, oh, actually, no, not the right colour. Maybe some fruit, some cherries. Not the right colours. Nope, not the right colours. So okay, let's you can see I've been doing a lot of fussy cutting just lately. Yep. Again, just bored sitting in front of the telly. Nope. I just want something. Clash. I don't know. Actually, I wonder if just that. I like that. Okay. Sorry, but I'm going to destroy you. There we go. I can use that in something else. Right. Let's get this inked up and then glued on. And then this ties in with the nice purple colours we've got in there as well. And there's the purple in this tuck spot, which it's going to look gorgeous with. Right, because this is card, I'm going to use my other glue. Oh, I've left them plums. Somebody's lost the plums. I'll have to put them back in the book in a minute. Right. There we go. And then we'll just use a little bit of glue stick on this because it's just out of an old book. And then that looks like it's actually coming out of that picture. Doesn't it? Looks like it's coming up from behind that little leaf. Perfect. I love it when things start to come together. There we go. Oh, that's so cute. Lovely little girls. And we want something behind there? Yes, we certainly do. Why not? Every space is an opportunity for to make something, for to put something, for to do something. Right, let's see. And again, we're going to do an altered clip. We're not just going to leave that as a little blank paper clip. Right, where are we? We've got this one big tag left that I want to put some, oh, there you go. Ask and you shall receive. There we go, lovely. And then we need to put our journaling cards in. Okay, let's work on, well, actually I'm going to call it a day there because we've done loads. Look at this lovely chunky monkey coming up. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And what we'll do in the next video, I'm going to finish decorating these journaling cards and sort of know which bits of ephemera, and then I need to pick out a couple of pieces of ephemera from my stash, and then I think we'll be finished with this one, folks. It's looking really good. It's really chunky. I haven't decided on a closure yet. I have no idea because I've got this lace out the front, so I don't know how I'm going to close it. I haven't decided yet, but we'll come up with something. We'll find some way of doing it. But so I hope you've enjoyed this one. I've really enjoyed sitting rambling away and talking twaddle. I hope you've enjoyed the twaddle. And stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Happy crafting. Bye.